This is your WW3 news of a Sunday evening. Regarding what's been occurring in the last day or so in Italy, social unrest and riots in Turin. There was a cop brutally attacked by one of the provocateurs. I think this group is known as an Axona, a group lefty ideology which comes from those culture social areas there. Same ideology on attics, anti-Tifa, and all those people there. And obviously the left never condemned this violence so far. It's all organised. They have a mastermind who's behind it, and it's probably been financed by someone, like all these strange groups, like Flotilla, Anti-Tifa. They are funded, and it goes to show the type of violence these people use on people. This couple was practically hammered by one of these, or these few people beat him up. One has been identified and comes from Grosseto, from Italy, Toscana to be precise. Whether it's an alarming phenomenon, it's a bit like returning back to the terrorist years a little bit, the violent manifestations and so on. Is this things to come, more violence, as well as violence from illegal immigrants as well? Because, you know, the last so-called social unrest that occurred in Milano, and most of these were originally African, who participated in the violence, smashing up things in the centre of Milano where the railway station is and so on. So we've got to think, even them they've been used. Obviously, who supports this type of things is the left here in Italy. And regarding Birmingham, a new councillor is standing for elections. There's nothing unusual in these areas. If it's an Islamic chap, but his background, he was a convicted terrorist in another country where he came from, conspiring to murder British citizens, British soldiers in this case. And this violence, which these people use the religion, it's like all other type of religions, they weaponise it to defend their, medieval culture, hate, and so on. And it's spreading all over the West, even in America. You've got these people demanding for the Islamic law, Sharia, if I'm not wrong. And other things as well. And they're not satisfied and living in the country where they're hosted in, basically. But mind you, there are some Muslim people who don't cause no trouble at all. You always hear the bad ones in the news. Like I said, they want the Islamic law. They want most of their religion and culture is based on pedophilia. Marrying, there was an imam saying it's a legitimate right to marry a 9-year-old girl after her first menstruation. This is what we're coming to. You know, we can't take this type of shit. It may be okay in your country, but not here, no. And it's not, you can't accept these things, no. But mind you, there are other lefties. They are inciting and supporting these people. They're probably, in many cases, inciting terrorists. Hamas and all that. The flotilla funded by Hamas. Greta Thunberg, the human rights activists. Climate activists. As usual, these are people are there for one purpose. It's not all of a sudden say we want to protest about this, pro-Palestinian, and it's all organised. There's always a mastermind behind it. And it's the same people who finance them as well. Otherwise, such organisation, like it was a paramilitary cell, like we've seen on the streets of Turin the other day, in urban warfare.